Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Rail coming through another video for y'all, okay? So I seen a quote. It said, don't practice until you get it right, but practice until you don't get it wrong, until you can't get it wrong. And let me tell y'all the importance of self-mastery. This is the art of mastery, right? A lot of people, what they tend to do once they get a little bit of success, they tend to be complacent. They tend to take their foot off the gas simply because they took that next step in their life and they're proud of themselves. And that's perfectly fine to be proud of yourself. It's cool to congratulate yourself, you know what I'm saying, and applaud yourself for the step that you took to get further in your life, further in your career. So be proud of yourself, but to a certain extent, okay? You don't want to be thinking about what you did for the next couple of months and it's stopping you from growing, it's stopping you from elevating. Yeah, you got that promotion at your job, right? But it's always more. You want to get that next promotion after the promotion that you just got. You know what I'm saying? If you stuck on the promotion that you just got, you're not going to allow yourself to have room for that next promotion that you should be looking for, but you stop looking for it because you're too happy. You're too stuck on the win that you just got. So once you get small wins, it's very important that you appreciate your small wins, but then move forward. You know what I'm saying? Be happy, congratulate yourself, applaud yourself, do what you got to do, but always look for the next best thing in your life because it's a level up from what you used to be. It's a better position from what you used to be, but it's not your destination. You got to understand the mission is not complete yet. It was literally just a goal. You know what I'm saying? In order to reach your final form, in order to reach your final form spiritually, mentally, and physically, you have to continue to look for more. You have to continue to look for better results, better success. In order to do that, you know what I'm saying, you kind of have to stay in the middle ground with your emotions. If you're too happy, you might get complacent. You might get, you know what I'm saying, happy with where you're at, but you stop looking for more, which stops you from elevating, stops you from growing. And if you're too sad, you know what I'm saying, you don't congratulate yourself on your goals, then you're not passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? It stops you from having that hunger to keep going, to keep looking for better things, better success, better results. So the second part of the quote was, practice until you master it. Practice it until you can't get it wrong. So once you master a skill and you just can't get it wrong, you mastered the skill. You became the best at the skill. You can't mess up. You made it a habit for you to be successful. You made it a habit to have good routines in your life. You made it a habit to get up in the morning at 5, you know what I'm saying, and put that work in. You made it a habit for yourself to bloom into this great person, to a person who is successful, to a person who has habits of a millionaire, habits of somebody who is ambitious. You made it, you mastered it. So it could be whatever, okay? If you're in a career and you have to have certain skills, once you master it until you can't get it wrong, that means practicing every single day until you can't get it wrong. You can't get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Your only choice of when you do something, you succeed every time because you didn't put the work in, you didn't practice for so long, now you can't get it wrong. So what people tend to do is when they practice, they get it right one time, right? They'll get it right one time and then stop. They'll get that promotion and then stop. You know what I'm saying? Once they see a little bit of results, once they see a little bit of success, they'll stop. But you, on the other hand, when you continuously work until you can't get it wrong, you gonna get it right the first time, and then you gonna keep going. You know, when I was high jumping at Savannah State, right, I used to do high jump, and so that's, you know what I'm saying, they set the bar up and then you got to jump over the bar in a backwards motion. So it's a lot of technique that goes into that, right? And so, you know what I'm saying, I remember one day I was out there with my coach, and it was this drill that he made us do. Okay, you stand on a box and then you got to kind of flip over and kick your legs up. And so I wanted to get it right without hitting the bar, because you hit the bar, you know what I'm saying, you disqualify. You know what I'm saying, it counts as an X. You know what I'm saying, it doesn't count because you messed up. So it was this drill we would do, and I set the bar pretty high, get on the box, and then jump over it. And you have to have the right form, because if you don't have the right form, you're gonna hit the bar. So in order for me not to hit the bar, I had to continuously work on my technique. You know what I'm saying? I had to master my technique. So I remember one time, it was a, you know what I'm saying, it was a drill that it took me a while to get. But I remember one time we was out there probably for like two and a half hours. And I had went up there, I had got on the box, I had jumped. I did it for like 45 minutes. 30 minutes, and then I finally got one. I got one. I was happy, you know what I'm saying? I ran to my coach. I was like, bro, you seen this? Like, you know what I'm saying? I got it. I did it. And then he said, yeah, it's good, but keep going until, you know what I'm saying, you don't get it wrong. Keep going until you can't get it wrong. And, you know what I'm saying, that's very important that you, not only in high jump, but in life. Like, yeah, you might get it right the first time. You know what I'm saying? I was super happy. I was ecstatic. But you got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep going after you get it right so you can continuously get it right and you don't get it wrong, okay? It took me 45 minutes to get over that bar one time. But, you know what I'm saying? If I was to stop right there, I'll go back out there tomorrow. And all that footing that I just did today, all the time that I spent out there today, it might as well just be for nothing, because I probably lost all the technique. I had more misses than I had makes. You know what I'm saying? So the next day, I didn't build the muscle memory for me to get it right again. You know what I'm saying? But if you continue to go after you get it wrong, and when you first get it right, if you continue to go until you can't stop getting it right, until I can't stop getting over that bar, you know what I'm saying? That's just creating that muscle memory within itself, being consistent and mastering the skill, because then I'll go out there the next day and I can't miss, because I got it right so many times yesterday. I can't miss today. You know what I'm saying? And that's what success is in life. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep going even after you get it right. You got to keep your foot on the gas. You got to stay hungry. You got to keep going until you can get it right, till you can master the skill, because that's what separates the winners. That's what separates the winners from the people that just don't get it. So if you want to get it, you got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? You got to master the skill. You got to become better. You know what I'm saying? You got to take your win, appreciate it, and then keep winning. I'm saying it's very important that you keep winning. All right? I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all subscribe.